What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to talk about this concept called earning your orgasms. Now, that might sound strange to some of y'all, but stay with me. I was talking to a friend of mine a few weeks ago, and I'm thinking about it as I go to the gym this morning, about how one of the biggest issues that a lot of men today face is that they can't control their baser instincts. And this mostly goes for the doomer and gloomer type dudes, right? Like a lot of men today are not out here just like having sex with everybody. Like I know that's what a lot of people will have you believe, like, oh, men just do that. When they say men like that, they talking about a very select few dudes, because most men, y'all don't even see them on a day-to-day basis. A lot of dudes is invisible, so they not having a lot of sex. But what happens to those dudes is, because they are so thirsty, because they are so starved for attention, they resort to getting off by any means necessary. And what that has led to is the rise of, OnlyFans models, the rise of, porn addictions, and quite frankly, the rise of men who are not getting a lot of shit done. Which is why I said in the beginning of this video, you should have to earn your orgasms. You should not be waking up first thing in the morning and just jacking it. Like that just makes no sense. You should not just be roughing up the suspect, as some would say, just the moment you open your eyes. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And I'm sure a lot of y'all, I'm not gonna like go cite a study or something, but I'm gonna just tell you what I believe about it. And I'm sure there are studies too that would back this up. The things that does to your brain when you are immediately injecting these false dopamine hits to get yourself going in the morning, and really this is not just morning, right? But I'm using morning as an example because I'm headed to the gym right now. When you use these very easy ways to flood your system with good feelings, you are completely preventing yourself from realizing, I believe, your full potential. When most people go, right? They get through that process. They sit around. They lazy. It's the exact same thought process I have around weed a lot of times. Now, I'm not saying you can never have weed, but the way a lot of people use it, it is an addiction. And that's what porn and weed have become for a lot of young men. It has become a way to not have to practice impulse control. It has become a way to not have to strive for anything, because the good feelings that I would normally get from achievement, I give to myself with my hand. I give to myself through watching other people that I actually don't know, right? From not pursuing relationships. You will see a lot of dudes today talk about how hard relationships are, and how terrible women are, and how fucked up social media is, and how the expectations are too high. I can understand that a lot of women might have warped views of what the average person, the average man should be. Understandable. But a lot of you all have not even met the baseline requirements. If you are saying things like that, if you quoting manosphere shit right now, and you don't got a job, you don't got a place to lay your head without somebody else paying the rent, right? If you quoting that kind of stuff right now, and you jerked it this morning, and you ain't got nothing done yet, that's not women's fault, bro. That's not anybody's fault but yours. Because you've allowed yourself to be tricked out of your ambition. And I talked about that concept before, being tricked out of your ambition by the easy, low-hanging fruit. Everybody's seen porn, right? I'm not saying you cannot partake. Now, if I was you, I would just cut the shit completely. But what I'm saying is the way a lot of us use things that feel good and are easy is to our detriment. We will do things that are easy because it shortcuts the feeling that we would normally get when we achieve things. Because normal achievement, the truth of the matter is, normal achievement is difficult. Having to set your mind to something and then go do it is hard as fuck a lot of times. Because the world is dog eat dog. You're going to have to go out there and perform. And with that, you're going to fail. See, there's no failure with you in your hand. There's no failure. There's no failure when it's just you and whatever porn video you're watching. That doesn't happen, right? And unfortunately, we've learned to adopt a system that prevents failure instead of trying, right? Because trying has to have us fail and fail and fail and fail. And it makes us look in the mirror more than we would normally have to, right? Like, you have to deal with the fact that some women don't like black dudes, or don't like dudes that's not six feet, right? Or don't like dudes that's in your field, right? For what you work, or don't like the fact that you ain't got a job. That's shit you got to look in the mirror on if you out there in the actual dating world. And it makes you have to reflect and say, oh, you know what? Yeah, I probably am not ready to date because you know what? I can't even take care of myself. See, like, that would be the realization that I would come to if I was out here trying to earn my orgasm, right? That's how I think you should look at it. If you are sitting around and you feel like, as a man, and you feel like life is shit, the world's going to shit, but then your life is shit, the world is not doing that to you. You're making a conscious decision to not partake, to not do anything to better your life. So if you want to feel good, right? My suggestion would just be, don't take the easy way out. Being able to control your base instincts as a man is one of the best things you can do for yourself to making your life far less miserable. Because there is so much power in your ability to direct your ambition, aggression, and emotion. And unfortunately, we lose a lot of that when we just spend it on sex, when we spend it on an orgasm that, again, we didn't earn, when we spend it feeling good in the moment so that we don't have to deal with the realities of how we feel, what we're not happy about with our lives. And every time we do that, all we're doing is kicking the can down the road. We're saying, you know what? I don't really feel up to it today. Fuck it. Just get this easy one off, right? I'm gonna just do it real quick, right? I'll start tomorrow. It's the same thing that people who go get that Big Mac when they know they're 400 pounds. That's the same thing they do. The only difference is that people can't really see it as easily on you, but don't make the mistake to think it's not seen, okay? You got a certain look. When you are not about your business as a man, I'm telling you right now, you might not like it, but when you sit up all night, staring at that fucking computer screen, staring at your phone, looking at women half fucking naked all the time or full fucking naked all the time, and you have not had any practice having real relationships with people because you are about that, oh, the world isn't worth it and women aren't worth it type life, they can see it on you, bro. It's not that all women, by the way, are not worth approaching. It's that you have made yourself part of the group that nobody wants to approach and that can't approach because we can read it on you that you have nothing to offer because you look like you don't offer yourself nothing. Everything you do to yourself, for yourself, on yourself, it all comes out in how you walk around. everything. Everything. That's another reason I'm telling you, earn the orgasm, right? Like, I am not saying that you can never, ever, like, jerk off ever. I'm not saying that. But I think a lot of y'all would be a lot happier if the thing that you look forward to was not something that has nothing to do with your current reality, right? If the thing that you look forward to, the only thing you look forward to is the thing in your fucking phone, then that tells me the life you live in is not one that you like. Spend the time creating the reality you want so that orgasms can come as a natural consequence of the life you've built, right? Are you really telling me you'd rather have your hand than a good woman? If that's where you are, you've lost the plot. Are you really telling me you'd rather stare at the computer screen than to build something, to have a family? And I say that because it's a natural thing to want to share life with someone, even if you don't want children and, grandchildren, all that other stuff, right? It's a natural thing because we are social creatures. If you have already lost all of that because of how what you're doing has impacted your view of the world, that is something you have to fix. And the way you fix that is by placing the dopamine after the work, after you've completed some things that are going to better your life, not before. You don't get to wake up, hit your brain with crazy chemicals, and then be like, oh yeah, I'm about to succeed today. No, you're not. Because your brain is saying, we done. We did it. We're good. We're good. Go achieve. You're going to realize that the world is not nearly as bad as you think when you are earning the things that make you feel good. Because all that shit you've put on the rest of the world, a lot of that shit, man, I'm telling you right now, it's self-inflicted. You are not in this bad place because of all the women in the world that have never even met you. You're in the bad place because you decided that you was going to not do what you need to do. So go and earn your orgasms. And control your baser instincts. That's what today's video is about. Being able to control and direct that aggression, that fear, that anger, everything you have inside of you towards something productive, and then going and showing and proving to yourself, I actually can do this. That's what you got to do today. Starting today. The year is only halfway through, right? 5 months in, okay? You got lots of time. So again, go prove to yourself that this is not unachievable. Whatever it is you want to do, put your fucking mind to it and turn the porn off. I've already said porn at this point like 17 times. Fuck it. Turn the screen off and look around you. Figure out what you can do to actually make your life the one you want. All right? I'll talk to y'all later.